The empire of Greyhaven lay under cold rain and broken towers where lantern light faded fast after sunset. In its center stood the old training halls of the Royal Order, once bright with honor, now scarred by fear and silence. Leo had lived there as a gifted prodigy, a man with black hair and sharp eyes who wanted only to protect people and prove that trust still mattered. But the Order betrayed him, branded him a traitor with a shattered blade, and sent him into exile before he could understand why. Now Leo had returned, older, harder, and carrying that same broken blade wrapped in cloth. He was not alone in his purpose, because the wound in his name had become a wound in the whole empire. The people were disappearing into prisons, libraries were being sealed, and the rulers were using a hidden machine of control called the Omega Protocol. This final system did not just crush rebels, it erased them from records, from memory, and from history itself. Leo knew that if he failed, the truth about his life would vanish too. He also knew the Order's leader, Victor, wanted that silence because Victor had built his power on lies. Leo began hunting the conspirators one by one through ruined streets and abandoned fortresses. He first found Damien, a cold commander with white hair who had helped frame him and now guarded a storage hall full of stolen names and burned reports. Damien believed order mattered more than truth, and he fought Leo because he feared that exposing the past would break the empire apart. Their clash was fierce and fast, with steel ringing through the dark, until Leo forced Damien back and took the first proof of the conspiracy. Next came Sarah, a stern shield captain with red hair who had once trained beside Leo and now guarded a bridge over the flooded district. She had been told Leo was dangerous, but when she saw the broken blade and the records he carried, she realized she had protected a lie. That moment changed everything because Sarah turned from enemy to ally and told Leo the real master was not Victor alone, but a false god hidden above the palace. The truth struck harder than any blade. Victor was not a savior at all, but a self-proclaimed god who used the Omega Protocol to erase anyone who questioned him. He had chosen Leo years ago as a symbol, then destroyed him to warn everyone else. Furious, Leo climbed the palace tower through lightning and shadow where the Omega Core was already waking. The system tried to swallow his name, his face, and even his rage, but the broken blade answered his will. It became whole in spirit, not in shape, and a forbidden power surged through him as he rejected the lie that he was meant to disappear. In the final chamber, Leo faced Victor and saw a man desperate to rule forever by making truth feel impossible. Leo could have destroyed Victor in blind revenge, but he remembered the people erased by fear and silence. So he chose something stronger. He shattered the Omega Core, exposed Victor's crimes to the whole empire, and forced the palace to broadcast every stolen record. Victor collapsed into defeat, stripped of his false glory, while the surviving citizens began to remember their lost friends, their lost history, and their own courage. Leo did not become a monster that day. He became a man who survived betrayal, claimed the truth, and returned home with a broken blade no longer marking shame, but warning the world that lies can fall too.